My name is Sasi and welcome to my channel. I have applied multiple company. I've got interview. I like interview got scheduled as well in some company, but unfortunately I could not pass the OA round where they have asked majorly DSA, and I am basic. And after preparing for more than 6 months, I still not at that level so that I can solve the problem in a stipulated time or given time. That's why I'm starting this series. So this series basically is solve until I'll solve until I don't I'll get higher. Okay, so I'll be solving this problem. I'll solving lead code. I'll be doing projects until I get higher by big fang. That is my motto. And I'll be solving daily. I'll be solving daily, and if I do any project I'll be uploading here. But this is my motto. And currently I'm doing blind 75, and more than 20 question I have already done. So I'll show you how many question I have done already. So blind 75 lead code. So I have already solved here. You see the count will show here only. So 24 out of 75 question I have solved. I have solved array, 2 pointer, sliding window, stack, binary search, linked list 3. I'm going to solve trees. So let's hope that big company notice my effort, and they'll give me chance to work for them. So I know I'll not get the immediate offer or immediate chance, but I'll be keep grinding until I get something. So this motto of the particular series is that keep grinding until I get into some of the prestigious company or big company, because adding the name of the big company in the resume is like graduating from the prestigious university of India, right? So let's solve this question. I just blindly open here and I'm trying to solve here. So what is the question here? Question is given that given a root of binary tree and invert the tree into an inheritance tree. Basically I have to invert it. So what does it mean? Invert means invert the tree. What does it mean invert the tree? So see here how example is saying that one, this root is 4 and then 2 7 1 3 6 9. Now uh, invert means left will be right, right will be left. That's what it's saying, right? See here 2 has become 7, and 7 has become 2, and in the bottom one went to rightmost, like 9, one went to rightmost, and 9 went to leftmost. 3 went to second rightmost, and 6 came 3. Both have 6 3 only, right? The both are same. 6 is also there, but 9 swaps, right? So basically we have to swap left to right. That is the one motto. Let's solve this problem. So I'll open this Google Doc, because if I have practice here, then I can make it anywhere, and I have to complete this in stipulated time only. I'll not consider time now, but I have to make sure that I complete the job in time. So I'll have a binary tree, right? Binary tree using linked list. Binary tree using linked list, and I have to invert it, right? So let's do it. So example में 4 to I'm not able to see here. If you assume this list, right? 4 dot left is equal to 2 and 4 dot right is equal to 7, and 2 dot left is equal to 1 and 2 dot right is equal to 3. 7 dot left is equal to 6 and 7 dot right is equal to 9, right? So I can use BFF search to solve this problem. BFF search basically store horizontally, right? So I will map here, I will map this particular list, right? And I will store the value of each row. Like I'll store the root, and while queue is not empty, queue is not empty, I will pop the queue and I will store the children. But in While popping, I have to. Okay. Okay. After popping, like after popping, I restore the. Sorry. After popping, after popping it, right? Uh, four, four popped, right? So four have two children, 2 and 7. So I'll try to invert that. So what will happen? What will happen? 7 will come here, 2 will come go there. Now when I inverted it, what I noticed that this particular 9 and 6 will also come here, right? And now you're going to invert this 2, you're going to pop this 2, and then sorry 7, right? After inverting it's 7, right? So now you're going to invert 7. It's like 7. No, I'm doing wrong here. I have to think some other approach. How can I think some better approach to solve this problem? mm, so I have root. How can I think of this problem? Binary tree. So rather than swapping the list only, can I swap the value? So I'm not swapped the list. I have swapped the value. 7 went to 2 and 2 went to 7, right? So the child node of the 2 will be same 1 3, and child node of 6 is also same. So 1 3 2 3 1 3 6 9. And what I'm going to do, I popped it and I popped it, and after swapping I popped it, right? So 1 popped and pushed into the queue. So 1 3 6 and 9. 1 3 for 2 and for 7 6 and 9, right? And what while I'm uh, while swap now queue is empty, current length is empty. So next queue we have 4 children, right? So for before uh, adding the children to the child, sorry, before adding children of 1 to the queue, I will pop all the, or rather than popping, I will store this array in somewhere, and I will try to swap it. So I'm thinking, so how I'm thinking here, uh, I'll use the queue, will use the queue, right? And add the root for the beginning, add the root in the queue in the beginning. First when and while queue is not empty, while not empty, queue is empty, or queue exist, what I'll do here, I will pop all the children. Rather than popping, what I'll do, I'll find the length. So length is equal to length q is equal to length of q. And after finding a length, what I'll do, I'll loop through it while length q greater than 0, while length q greater than 0, while length q greater than 0, what will happen? Hmm. I'll store the variable into queue, or where I'll store the basically one. So let me create a list array or list array. Now what I'll do here, I will store list array dot add or append whatever, and list array dot append and add, or list array dot push list array dot push. What I'm going to push here, I'm going to push the यहाँ पे if what, so I have to pop first. I have to pop first to queue. See child queue dot pop to list array dot if cq dot left. Okay. I'm just writing pseudocode here. If cq dot left list array dot push cq dot if cq dot right list array dot push cq dot right cq dot left, right. Now I have pushed all this into all this. I have pushed all this children to the list, right? What I'll do here, I will just reverse this value. So now what I'll do here, I will reverse values of list. So what I'll do here, I'll use your two pointer of rows, right? So and like I is equal to 0 and j is equal to list dot length or length of list, right? Length list minus 1 while I less than j. Temp will be the value of the list dot get list of I, and list of I will be the list of j, and list of j will be the temp, right? And I've swapped it, right? Yeah, I've swapped it. cq dot push that cq dot left and q dot push cq dot right. That's it. I will run the head. That's what I'm solving here. And that is my solution. So what will happen here? Or each time we push it. Here we are reversing the list, but we are making sure that the value only change. The association between them does not change. That is the my main focus, right? So let's solve this here. So let's solve this here. So what I'll do here, I will have I will have what? Let me write what I had there. I will have a queue, but I don't know how to define queue in the Python. So I'm very new to Python. So so Python में queue we will define like this. Q U E U E Q is equal to dq. If not root, return none. If nothing is there, I'll return it. Now I have a queue, created a queue, but why I have put all the data in this? It's root only, right? Let me ask the ChatGPT to tell where I'm wrong. I am solving this problem. Hey ChatGPT, I am solving this problem. Hey ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, hey GPT, I am solving this problem. And here is my pseudocode. What is wrong here? Right here. So what is suggesting that you're very close thinking, but it's great you are thinking BFS plus level order traversal, reversing but approaching the same major flow in the inverting binary tree. Why? Problem clarification is invert binary tree. So inverting binary tree I have this original. No 1 3 2 7 6 7 6 5 4. Supposed to do just reverse the value. You're supposed to swap the left and right subtree of the each node. Okay. What wrong is in pseudocode? List typos stand reverse. This is just reverse the value, not a structure. That's not inverting means. Okay. Reversing a list of the children per level does not affect the tree because it does not change the linked node. Okay, correct approach will be correct but you have Q height. Now I have popped it. Current dot left, current dot right. If current dot left exists, then Q dot append current dot left. If current dot right exists, current dot right. Swap left with right. Achha. Current dot right became current dot left, and current dot left became current dot right. We are just swapping it. Okay, so I'll see another example. Better example. This have same value, so it's making me confused. I got the point. I got the idea. Basically, I do not have to swap the value. I have to swap the subtree as well. 7 will come here, 2 will come here, then 1 will go there, as like that only. So we have q, right? So while q, what does this tq do? I don't know, I'm new to the Python. So what does this tq do? What does this tq do? So dq, this line create double ended linked list, double ended queue, and initialize it with the root node of the binary tree. Double ended queue, so double ended queue, basically we can traverse from left and traverse from right. Double ended queue, that is the dq. So why do we need to create dq? Why do we need to create this dq? Why just q? Why don't just q? Why just q rather dq? If you mean why not list, why not use a list as a queue? Python list can be used like queue, but list.pop up and list.append is fast. But popping from front is inefficient. That's why collection dq, which is optimized for append. If you are asking dq, not q, from the q made module. So this is faster, data handling, and not thread safe. Simple for BFS, complex. DQ for BFS tree problem, and a single thread queue task. It is faster and simpler. You can use anything you want. So q is equal to q of root. So while q is defined, we have created a queue, right? While q have defined, I will pop this queue. Node QUE dot pop. I have popped the queue. I've got the 4 and node dot left, node dot right, comma node dot left is equal to node dot left, comma node dot right. So we are swiping here. Node dot left, node dot right. Now just add the value. If node dot right, if node dot right exists, what I'll do here, I will do q dot add node dot right. So swiping happened here. Now I'll do here just append in the queue, dq, and else if node dot left, QE dot add node dot left. That's it, nothing else. Return the root. That's it. Why pop left? Why pop left? Just don't pop. Why pop left, not pop? Why poplet not pop? Is an excellent poplet not pop, because we are taking dq as a queue and queue follow people posting first out rule. So what is different here? Poplet remove post from the front. Pop remove from there. Okay, poplet remove. ओके सो पॉप ले याद कर लो कि पॉप लेफ्ट जो है डी क्यू में से लेफ्ट मतलब फर्स्ट इन रूट को निकालता है, फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को निकालता है, दैट्स वाई पॉप, एंड पॉप ओनली निकालेगा आगे वाले को. So that's it. We have swapped it, and that is it. No, but append, not add, append. That's it. So again the problem is coming here. Node dot right and node dot left. Node dot right. Oh. The indentation was not correct. That's why I got this error. Got it. Now it was simple question of BFS by best first search. I have used best first search only. So basically what I've done here, I've created Q. So why DQ instead of Q? It's like just faster from the DQ. And I appended the root here, like doing this, like adding this structure. It means we are adding the root of the Q into the root of this tree into the Q. That's it, like we do in the Java, right? I have added it. Now while Q is exists, node dot left, I'll pop the left one, and I'll swap that left to the right to the left, and if the both objects exist, I'll again add that. This is the swapping part happen, and value happen. So okay, so what here this code basically just reverse the value, not the sublist as such. But this particular code reverse the value and reverse the sublist as well. Reversing value, not reversing the sublist as well, and that's why this solution works. Not this will work, right? Yeah. This is one. This is for using DFS. Sorry, BFS. This for search, and we can do using DFS only, but I do not have idea. So I'll try to see. So this is the major question, right? This is the major question of this solution, right? So if mm, using BFS, let's complete this using BFS only. Yeah. Thank you for watching. We'll meet tomorrow, and my goal is to like creating daily video until I get into the big company, and that is my goal. And I'll stick here. Let's see how much time it takes to reach to any big four.